Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. And today, as I said in my earlier video, I am going to do a content audit based on Semantic SEO for this company, South Jersey Web Design. In the previous video, I did a overall Semantic SEO audit for this website. So today I'm going to try to do a content brief, content audit for this website, one of the blog post of this website. So let's get started. This is the checklist, and I hope today you guys are seeing the video in a higher quality. I hope so. And I could not like uh, make the sheet downloadable yet because I got too much busy creating content briefs for the clients. So yeah, anyways, I will create I will clarify the sheet even more, and inshallah I will make it downloadable to the public, and it is going to be free, inshallah. So yeah, let's get started. So the first one is single macro context. Now, single macro context, as you know, is having in the article a focused topic that is going to be all over your article. From top to bottom you will be focused on that single topic. So yeah, if I look into this article, this is why is digital marketing essential for small businesses in 2023. So it is about the digital marketing, and if I search for digital marketing, let's see if this term is available throughout the article. Yeah, I think this is a good sign, and this article is definitely focused on one topic like digital marketing. So this is a green signal for the first one. The next one is definitions and what headwords. So main terms defined early and then elaborate. So the main terms should be defined as soon as possible. Now I don't see anything to define here. They did not define anything like what is digital marketing. That should be defined in this article, but I don't think they did that. And also they can talk about what is a small business, that could be defined. And like yeah, I don't think they did that, and I think they could do it in in their contextual border, or before giving or after giving the benefits. What are the benefits of digital marketing for small businesses? They could do that after that. And then the headwords, main terms defined early, and let's see what is a good example of that content. So yeah, the definition should be like digital marketing is this. So this is just an example of what is a main term defining thing. So yeah, the next one is question headings and answer in the same format. So the headings should be in question format, not not the listicles, but the main headings like why, how, what, this kind of headings. So they did the first one, like why digital marketing is essential for small businesses in 2023. So what they could do is like what are the benefits of digital marketing for social small businesses in 2023. They could do this type of headings, and they also could add like I said, definitive headings like what is digital marketing, what is a small business, how digital marketing works, things like that. And also they could answer those questions in the similar format similar format of the questions, like what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is this. So this is the question and answer format. And directness and brevity, this is kind of the same thing. You have to be direct, like in this one, reach a wider audience. In this case, what they could do, they could define this term, like what is reaching a wider audience means. They could start with reaching a wider audience means this. So they could do it in a more direct way, but they started with digital marketing channels allow this and that, but they did not define it in the first sentence. But in semantic SEO or in chorus framework, we try to define it everything in the first sentence and then elaborate based on that. And then always give definition before the list. So they give a list, like this is a list, like 1 2 3, but I don't think they no I mean they definitely did not give any definitions before the list. Like definition is like the summary of the list in a brief way, in a summative way, that we we write before giving a list. For this one, that could be like the benefits of um, digital marketing for small businesses are. Then we could add then we could write the main ones in one sentence, and then we could give the list later on. So yeah, this could be improved here. And then the listicles. Now before giving a list, we try to, like before elaborating like all of this, we try to give a list, like 1 2 3, just a list, and then we elaborate later on. So this is also a place to improve. Then a notation text, they also missed that because they don't have any list definition. What we do is we put the annotation text after list definition, like let's say, for example, the top trends of in digital marketing for small businesses are this, the main ones in one sentence. Then we give the annotation text, like the list of the top trends are or the top trends of digital marketing for small businesses are listed below. This is the annotation text. So they missed the list definition. They also missed the list prior to the elaboration, and then they also missed the annotation text. Now next is table and table definitions. They don't put any tables or table definitions, but this is the same kind of thing, like giving the list definition, also giving the table definition if you are putting a table. Next, the entities and NER, include name entities. And so this is like putting like data, and whenever you are putting in data, you mention the name of that entity where you are getting the data from. So here I think they put a named entity recognition thing, like entity head of the client Verge Inc. site. I don't think no, I don't know what they did here. I'm not really sure. No, I don't think they put any kind of data or named entity recognition thing. So that this is a part they definitely can improve, like if they use like data, and like the next one is numeric evidence. They could definitely get more attention of the algorithm, because the algorithm understands entities and the numeric evidence fast. So if you put too much, like a lot of evidence, like or numeric values to your article, then your article would be to the algorithm that would be valuable at the first glance. So they can definitely improve. In this case, they can add more NER and numeric values to this article, like real data. The next one is this is statistical data and citations. So this is the part, this is similar to this, like statistics as much as possible put in your article. Then next is sentence structure and word order, correct predicate and sequence too. If you are giving like benefits like reach a wider audience, real-time results, so if you could like give predicates first, in that case the the bullets would be stronger. So if I take these to ChatGPT and write like start these bullets with predicates like the first one. So yeah, so like I said, they what they could do is like start each of the bullets like the same way, starting with a predicate like the first one, reach a wider audience, reduce marketing cost, track, like each of the first one, the first words are predicate or verb. So they could improve by like using the similarities to all of these, all of these bullets. So I think this was kind of confusing, but but if you just repeat this section, I think you will understand. So the next one is avoid modal verbs that show opinion, like will, should, need to. So I don't know they have used a modal verb or not. You have to use like certain words. You cannot use modal verbs like will and should. What you should do is like you have to be certain, like the sun rises every day, instead of saying the sun will rise tomorrow. So the certain or the more confident you are, the authority you become in the eyes of Google. So the next one is if, put if conditions in second part of the sentence. So be like direct in the first sentence, like this is that, and then you can elaborate using if in the later sentence, by saying this is that only if this happens. Like use if later on, don't start with if. So if you start with if, then it will be not less confident and less certain, and Google will not think you are an authority in this subject. So yeah, if you are using if, then use it in the later portion of the sentence or the next sentence. So the next one is avoid analogy, like using an everyday language. Be formal and be professional. Uh, use professional words and sentences. For example, clinical trials show. This is like a formal sentence, a formal starting sentence. But instead, if you like write like, think of it like a sponge, like imagine this and that. You stop doing that, otherwise your articles will feel like you are imagining or you are using too much analogy. Then it will feel like less certain or less, less confident, and that is bad. And then the next one is fluff and contextless words. So remove any contextless words you can find in your article. Let's see if I can give you an example of that. Like the first sentence, small businesses are facing dynamic and rapidly evolving marketing landscape. So this is actually, you know kind of fluff, because you started with why digital marketing is essential. Then it should start with a sentence like digital marketing is essential for small businesses in 2023 because this and this. So this is without fluff. So stop using the fluff. You stop using more words, start using less words, and that would reduce the cost of information retrieval for Google, and that would increase your rankings over time. So yeah, reduce fluffs as much as possible. And then the next one is co-reference and pronouns. Minimize co-reference, prefer explicit entity mentions, no make big pronouns like the World Health Organization. Instead of writing like they did that and this, use WHO or the World Health Organization, because the less pronouns you use, the more nouns you use, the more entities you use, the more entities, the better it is to understand for Google. So I am not sure if they did that or not. um so yeah, let's see. I mean, they don't use any names like WHO or something, so I don't think they used too much of pronouns. But if you are using any entities, then you have to keep it in mind to use less pronouns and more nouns. So the next one is semantic closeness and use co-occurrence words, pairs, and related concepts near each other. So this is like, I don't know if they have done it or not. You can use ChatGPT to say that if we are doing this or not. You can use ChatGPT for that. So basically it is like, if you are talking about battery, then you have to talk about charging, and then charging type. The more close the entities are, the better it is to understand for Google what you are talking about. So if you are talking about like multiple entities, try to put them in single sentence and instead of going in multiple sentence. So if you are talking about small business with digital marketing, then try to use them in the similar sentence, so that it is easier to understand for Google, that it is semantically closeness and we are talking about the same thing or related thing in this article. So yeah, stop using like scatterly. Use this in as much as possible together. Like unique n-grams, include unique phrase combinations and repeat key n-grams start and in the end. So if you are using n-grams and that you collected from competitors and from the SERP, you used it in your the first introduction, and use the same n-grams in the last conclusion. Like if let's see, they talked about small business, digital marketing, market architecture, architecture firms, and our target audience. And in the conclusion, they also use digital marketing, small business, and they could also use like architecture. They just like they talked about in the introduction. So the key here is to use the similar n-grams in the first and the last headings, so that Google can connect the dots from the first to the last of your article. So yeah, maybe they can improve it here as well. So the next one is internal linking. So we try to internal link as low as possible, but we do it in from the supplementary content from bottom of our article. So they did that. That is a good sign, but I think they also did some outbound links. We do not do outbound links. We try to keep our link juice to ourselves. So we mention and named entities, but we don't give them like backlinks or links. So for example, they did here and they also did here, and they did outbound links, not just internal links. So that is a red signal from the perspective of Chorus framework. We don't do that. The next is supplementary content separation. So we separate our main content and supplementary content using a contextual border or bridge, but they don't have like much supplementary content, so they definitely can improve in this section by using a representative question, then put all the represented questions as a supplementary content that could give you perspective richness and give you more traffic. So the next one is formatting the answer, I mean bolding the answer. Sometimes what we do is we try to like, what is digital marketing? We try to bold out digital marketing is like, we bold out the digital marketing entity, but the key here is to, we have to bold out the answer. Digital marketing is, then we will bold out the answer. But in here I don't think they bolded out anything, but if they are defining something, they should bold out the answer, not the term. So yeah, and then the next one is images and all text, and I don't know what they did. I am not going to go through that. Also schema, the tone and brand consistency. Like I said, you have to be as professional as possible instead of being friendly, like friendly tone. Sometimes we use friendly tone, but that is good for copywriting, not in the case of, catching the eyes of algorithm. So the next one is outbound link. Like I said, we try not to do outbound link. I mean, we do not outbound link, we just do internal link, but we do it from the supplementary content. The next one is give examples, but for example, if you are talking about multiple things, like multiple type of flowers, then you have to give some example of what flowers are you talking about, or what animals are you're talking about. So when it comes to plural nouns, try to give examples. I don't think this is necessary, I can explain in this article, but just to give you an idea. Yeah. So the next one is EEAT. Yes, for EEAT we have to use we, I, especially we. In that case, we cannot use we and I in the first sentence. We have to use it in the later sentences, but we have to, define the answer or the term in the first sentence, and then we will have to use we and I, so that we can also get the EEAT attention from the algorithm. So yeah, this is just a quick overview of what I could understand from this article. This is quick and random. I know I have missed some spot, and I have missed, I mean, I made some mistakes in spelling and stuff, but this is just a quick overview. And I will try to, make the checklist downloadable, so that you can do the audit yourself for your business. So yeah, that's kind of it for this video, and I will inshallah make more videos, and I will inshallah make this checklist downloadable as soon as possible. Till then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.